Okay, there's been a lot of issues with the GPS phone app installing. I've been getting some rude comments from other people where they're using my method and then saying mine doesn't work, but they're still using it. It's kind of weird. I don't get why they're using it and they're not even whatever. So there's been a lot of complaints. People aren't really getting it. So I'm just going to show you guys. Now, I'm not quite sure if this works on 1Gs or iPhones, but it works on the iPod Touch 2G. I know that because that's what I'm using. I'm using it on 3.0, and since mobile terminal doesn't work, I have to resort to this. Okay. So what we're gonna do is make sure GPS phone's not on it, and we have SSH and everything else we need. All the packages are right there on my desktop. So I have an SSH video if you want to go to that. Anyway, so I'm just going to log on to an SSP and I'll be right back. Now I have SSP settings, so I do enable the SSH toggle for it to work first, just in case you're wondering why it doesn't work. Because SSH won't turn on. So now we want to make sure we're at the main menu, and we want to click these two little dots up here at the very top. Now we go to mobile, media, and that ROMs folder you can get from the other GPS phone video I have. Everything will be there. You should have all those downloads and everything. So the ROMs folder, as you can see, it has GBA already inside of it and everything. Here's the GBA BIOS there. So everything's set up in it. We then want to just want to drag it and drop it into this directory. Copy. I already did this, so I'm not going to do this now, okay? But anyways, it's not going to show this menu up for you guys. I'm just going to cancel that because I have mine here. But now we want to go inside this, go to GBA, find that BIOS file. There it is. Now we want to right-click Properties and make sure it's 0755 and not. Change it to 755 and click OK. Now we want to go back, and if it doesn't work at 755, just change it to 70777. So it's 0777. Now that we have that in there and everything, we're going to we're gonna hit this again one more time, and now find the folder called TMP. Okay, so we're in the TMP directory, and that .deb file right here is gonna go in here. Okay, so now what we want to do is go over to our keyboard and press Control, try to reach over there, Control and T. Okay, now you'll get this message, so just go OK. Now if I'll relog in open SSH, so the password's outlined. Now we should be here. Now that code I have in my description, I'm just gonna go to it quickly, not YouTube. So it should be around here. And here's the code I want you to enter. Just copy and paste it until it gets to .deb. Copy. Now paste it. You can go to Control V or right click paste, so it doesn't matter. And then when you have it, hit execute. Now it should be over this menu. Goes to preparing, then unpacking, setting up. And I'm just going to come back in a few minutes when this is done. It depends on your computer. This one's pretty fast, so I'll be back soon. I think it should be done. Anyways, what this is kind of like is when you install a package from Cydia, this is actually every single step Cydia takes. Just in Cydia, it actually closes up and tell you when it's done. As for this, it doesn't really give you a message return to Cydia or anything like that. So you're just gonna have to hope it works. I'd give it 30 minutes at max to wait until it's done. But anyways, mine just says setting up. But even though it still says setting up com.td.gpsphone, it's still gonna work. So after you've waited 15 minutes or the 30, you can hit close. Now we want to go back, make just one back, and then go to stash, applications.phone or whatever dot it is, and find GPSPHONE.app. Here it is. As you can see, everything's in it. Now, I don't think there's a GBA BIOS file in here, so the one I provided will be in this folder, the ROMs GBA. I'm going to just drag and drop this one, and copy it. Now find it wherever it may be, and now we want to right click, properties, change to 755, okay. Now back up, close, okay. And if you wanted to know the games or anything, you can try to go to Cool ROM or just type in download free ROMs for Game Boy Advance. So after that, I would say you can either respring or reboot. If you haven't done this before, I would suggest rebooting your iPhone, but I'm just going to respring it. Okay, I'm SSH, whatever. So I'm just going to hold down the power button. Thanks to this app, this package I downloaded in Cydia called GPower, quick access to do whichever. So select respring. And I'm going to come back when it's done respringing. If you're wondering what the name of the package that lets you do that, gives you those three options, it's called GPower. Now it's respring, but my iPod's kind of messed up sometimes, so I have to put it into sleep mode first before I can do anything. Okay, so here's the app. It might take a little bit to load up. Load it. There, now it's loaded up. All my ROMs and stuff are there. I had to restore and everything. Yeah, so they work. I'll just prove it to you that they work. Let me just load one up quickly. Okay, so, I don't know, some Pokemon X.